everyone, it's Lisa.
I'm Rufus.
I'm Rufus. I'm going to put the camera this way though because I want to talk to you today. It's Sunday and I want to apologise because yet again this is a video of us apologising for not doing the videos we said we were going to do. And I'm going to let you know why. So this has been going on since November. Rufus didn't know I was going to make this video, did you? So we run a support group, as we've talked about, and it's for trans and gender variant people. That in itself can be quite stressful. We try and help people. We try and go to the support group every week. We've got a management team who make up some peer support advocates, some peer support mentors, some advocates. We try and do a lot of stuff with that because our community is massively damaged and is in need of a lot of support. November last year we had some allegations made against one of our management team which turned out to be totally and utterly unfounded. They were investigated, no truth found in them. They then went, the person that complained went to the people whose building we use, which is a charity called Mesmac in Yorkshire, or Yorkshire Mesmac. It's a sexual health charity, and these allegations were made to them. They investigated it, looked at the organisation in some detail. Again, no issue. They then went to the police. These allegations again were looked at again. The next day, no further action, nothing to report, nothing, completely exonerated. So every single stage there's nothing to these allegations basically. They weren't made against me, they were made against another member of the management team. I then had a complaint put in against me for the way I handled the complaints. And I also had complaints put in against me with Mesmac overall with how we've been doing within the organisation, within Transmission, the transport group, and everything else. So that's been going on. It's every time we thought it was dealt with, it's reappeared itself. It's reappeared. It's reared its ugly head again, and it's got bigger and bigger and bigger. Recently, the lunchtime cafe that we use, pay-as-you-feel cafe. Sorry, my brain's not working today. Pay-as-you-feel cafe we use had a fire safety warning. What was it? Fire safety. What is it?
It was a complaint.
A complaint. That's it.
Wasn't safe. Yeah.
So there was a complaint raised to the fire safety executive that they called malicious, and then when all of that was then dealt with, I had a letter sent to me, which, well, it wasn't a letter, but I had something sent to me that was basically a death threat. So this has been escalating and escalating and escalating, and we're now at the end of January. The reason that we didn't do so many Vlogmas videos that we intended to was because of the stress. Both of our health is suffering immensely at the moment. Your back is worse than it's ever been. My, whatever this is, we're still thinking it's fibro, has been triggered like never before. And it just is continuing, and it's now having an impact. Over Christmas, you will have seen I did a video, I put on 17 pounds. I talked about my eating disorder. I didn't talk about the reasons for it, but this is all interrelated now. The stress of this is destroying me. This week we didn't go to weigh-in on Tuesday. That genuinely was because we were exhausted and we didn't get up in time. But this is the stress of everything that's happening is affecting our sleep patterns, isn't it?
Late Sunday, then.
Yeah. I mean, even when we went away, there's just so many. This is having so many repercussions in our lives that even now, and we're on our way to a swimming group where I don't swim because I can't really manage more than maybe one width in the course of an hour because of my arm. But I try and bob along and relax, and I try and just do some mindfulness, blank everything out of my head, and put a float on me so that I'm staying afloat so I'm not drowning, because, you know, deep relaxation in drowning is probably quite easy in water, so it's not a good combination. And even that, I'm terrified now that we are leaving our dogs in danger, that we're leaving our house in danger, and part of me doesn't even want to leave the house. And so, yeah, it's incredibly stressful. I wanted to say we are going back to Stuttering World this week. I am determined not to let the actions of this person destroy what I've achieved over last year. I lost 3.5 stone, just under, since February last year. I was hoping by this point to be getting towards my, certainly if not my 4 stone, then my 4.5 to 5 stone awards. I was looking at that, heading, within a year, maybe to get my 4 stone, maybe to get my 4.5. And I've probably put on 2 stone. We'll find out when I go in on Tuesday, but my eating disorder is running amok. I've had to go in and put some, chicken gizzards and chicken feet and dog treats. We had a tin of dog treats that were bourbon biscuits and like chocolatey digestives. I'd go in and sort the dogs out and just eat. So I've now had to put these disgusting chicken things, bits, in there so that I can't eat it. I've had to put, there was a couple of, I don't know what they were, other sort of, human snack things that the puppies, but not puppies anymore, but that the young dogs eat, because they burn all the energy off in the garden and run around like idiots. But I've had to put like chicken bits in with them, so I can't even remotely want to eat it. And I shouldn't have to be doing that. I really shouldn't have to be doing that. We went to the police this week, and as I'm trying to tell the story, I just could not stop stammering. So mentioning the stammer brings on the stammer, so I have to then say, and I have to do this every time, so apologies if you've heard this 100 times. Rufus has probably heard this a couple of thousand by now. When I was young, I had a speech impediment. I got over the speech impediment by going to a speech therapist. The speech therapist has taught me certain tools, one of which is to say to people that I used to have a stammer and I went to a speech therapist. That little pause helps my brain reset itself. Oops, and smash my glasses. But that helps my brain reset itself. So that vocal problem, when I was in the police station, I really struggled to get my words out a bit, didn't I? Because this has been really, really, really just beyond stressful. The doctor's upped my painkillers, she's put me on all sorts. Rufus's back has been so bad that, whether that's stress related as well, because of the nature of his back problems, Rufus is now on prescribed morphine as a top up because of the amount of painkillers he's on. He can't take anything else. So generally, yeah, we are fighting. But I'm making this video because I am determined, I am determined not to let this destroy me. I am absolutely determined that we are all totally innocent in this. The group, the person that's been attacked, myself, we've done nothing. And I'm not about to let this destroy what I achieved last year with Slimming Well, what the group's doing, and just to destroy us. I'm not about to let that happen. So I don't know why I'm even making this video, to be honest. I want to be honest because all of you have followed our journey for nearly a year, or whatever it is, 8-9 months, and we've been honest throughout it, and the channel's called Beyond Authentic, and I felt really bad that every time we've talked, we've said that we want to go back to doing irregular videos, that's really important to us, and every time we get to that point, something else happens, and it's been really tough. This has been the hardest thing I've ever done and ever had to go through, and through all, I just have to remember that we've done nothing wrong.
So we think this person's had a huge mental wobble and breakdown of some sort or something.
But yeah, so I wanted to be honest about what's happening. Obviously, I can't name names, I can't name situations, but this is what we've been fighting. This is why, and this is why I'm looking so bloody fat again. Look at my cheeks, look at my chin. I hate it, and I hate that somebody has taken my power to that extent. But you know what? I'm fucking strong. The one thing, and I said this once before, the one thing about transitioning from being a 6'2" bloke to a woman is that I'm left with broad shoulders. And you know what? This is not going to beat us. This is not going to beat me. I am going to beat this bloody eating disorder again. I'm going to beat this stress. And part of it is, part of the process, like any addiction, is coming clean and being honest about where you are and what's going on. So I've said to you, haven't I, that the other day I went in to sort the dogs out and ate biscuits and ate one of their angel cakes and things like that. I'm now having to be very honest about what I'm doing, because it's how I can combat my eating disorder. And it's more than comfort eating. If anybody's ever had binge eating disorder, it's the most horrible thing in the world, because you eat and lie, you eat and hide it, you eat and feel shamed and guilty, and then that triggers another eating bout. And I can be sat there at times feeling like my stomach's about to burst, and then go and eat. And it is a really shameful thing to admit to, and it's a really shameful thing to be part of. But I know that this has come because of the stress, and this has come back because of the stress, because the last time I went through it like this was pre-transition, and that ended up in very nearly costing me my life, and I'm not about to let that happen. So yeah, I felt that as our subscribers, as our viewers, it's been really important that you've been with us through lots of bits of our life, not just with Slim and Well, but with lots of bits of it, and you've seen us document our lives. And like this has been going on for so long, and I felt that, well, I felt guilty for not telling you all that was happening, basically, because, you know, that's the sort of person I am. But yes, so to sum up, I'm making this video not to ask for support, and please don't leave hundreds of messages saying, "Oh, Lisa, we know, or it must be bad," or anything like that. Please don't leave messages about the nature of the video. But I know I'm not the only person who's had this eating disorder. I know I'm not the only person who it affects, and I wanted to come clean, I guess, and also to get it out there, because the first way for me tackling this is to be honest and open about it and the causes behind it. This isn't just random stress. This isn't just, you know, having bills that you can't pay, which is horrendous, or having a relationship breakdown or anything else. This is us being attacked, and quite viciously. But we will get through this. I couldn't have got to the point I am without the man that sat next to me, and he helped me every single day. And basically, we also couldn't get through a lot of this without the support of our viewers online. So there you go. That's the reason. I'm not sure I'm going to post this, because I'll ask Rufus's opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you should.
I don't like being seen at my vulnerable, but also this is a declaration that this will not beat me. I am a strong SOB, and this will not beat me at all. We will get over it, and I will get back on track. And I'm telling you now, watch out after Tuesday, watch out for next week's weigh-in, because I'm going to get back on this. If I've got to put chicken gizzards and chicken feet over every single thing that's nice in the house and every single thing that's for other people, then I'll do it. I need to get back in control, and that is the point of this video. So I'm not going to ask you to like or subscribe this one. I'm just going to say thanks for listening, and we'll see you in another video.